Hello everyone, this is Mario. Welcome to my channel and to stage 20 of La Vuelta 2019 in Pro Cycling Manager. So today we have the deciding day for the GC riders. It's the final mountain stage of this race. Tomorrow the final stage will be completely flat with the arrival to Madrid. So all the decisions for the GC and for the mountain classification as well will need to be made today. This stage has a, I would say, interesting profile. It doesn't appear to be the hardest stage we could have as the deciding one in this Grand Tour, but it's a constant up and down throughout the whole stage. And of course, if I still want to win this race with Alejandro Valverde, currently 52 seconds behind Primoz Roglic, I will have to be the one controlling the pace and trying to attack. And so the riders are now departing for this 20th stage, and it's almost 190 kilometers long. So it's not the shortest of stages in this La Vuelta. It has a category 1 climb right in the beginning of the stage, so they start going up really early. I'm not going to send any of my riders in the breakaway today. Maybe if I still had Jose Joaquin Rojas in my team, if he hadn't abandoned in stage 16, probably I would try to take Marc Soler in the breakaway so that he could fight for the KOM points. This way I'm going to keep everyone here, and I actually might try to start pacing hard right from the beginning. And so we are now about midway through the first climb of the day. I'm trying to put the pace kind of hard at the front of the peloton at the moment with Imanol Erviti. Now in a steeper section is not really being able to do that to much effect. And currently we have 2.5 minutes separating the riders in the breakaway from the peloton. Let's just increase the effort a bit now with my riders in the peloton. And today in the breakaway group, we have 12 riders. And here we have Sergio Henao, also Gianluca Brambilla, Daniel Martinez, Thomas de Gent, Dylan Toons, Mikel Nieve, Jesus Herrada, Tao Ganart, Davide Formolo, also Yetzabol, Esteban Chavez, and Hugh Carty. So it's a really, really strong group. Very interesting riders in this one. But they are having some trouble in getting away because basically I'm forcing the pace a bit. Today I'm really lucky because Alejandro Valverde is on a +3 race day condition, so that's going to be really helpful. And behind Erviti in this climb we have Team Jumbo-Visma just following behind. And let's see if this strategy works, if by putting a strong pace I can create some problems to Jumbo-Visma and Roglic. And in the breakaway, we now have the first attacks for the KOM points. Thomas de Gent is the first one to go, followed by Dylan Toons. Let's see if Thomas de Gent can take the points at the top of this climb. Esteban Chavez could not follow him, and it looks like it's going to be Thomas de Gent taking the 10 points here. So, that will bring him a lot closer from the lead. He's now only 11 points behind Omar Fraile. And now the breakaway riders are getting close to the top of Puerto de Serranillos, and it's Thomas de Gent again launching the attack with 1 kilometer to go. He's being followed by Gianluca Brambilla, Dylan Toons, and Esteban Chavez. And Chavez looks to be in trouble to follow the pace of Thomas de Gent, but de Gent appears to be out of energy now, but still he's going to be the first one at the top here. No one else appears to be interested in the points, so I think Thomas de Gent is in a really good position to take the KOM classification. And so now approaching the third categorized climb of the day, Thomas de Gent again on the attack, followed by Gianluca Brambilla. 3 points available in this one. Let's see if Thomas de Gent is going to be the one taking the points. Apparently he will, because Brambilla is not interested in the mountain classification. So, and at this moment, Thomas de Gent is only 3 points behind Omar Fraile and Marc Soler. And in the meantime, we are already starting to catch some of the riders in the breakaway. Yetzabol was just caught, and a bit ahead, Mikel Nieve will be soon caught as well. I'm forcing the pace with Pedro at the front of the peloton as we reach the top of this climb before a long downhill. So let's now rest him for a bit during the downhill, and then he will be able to work again in the next climb, the final category 1 climb of this race to Puerto de Peña Negra. It's a really long climb, 15 kilometers, not the steepest of climbs, but it's going to be really hard for the riders. And that's the place where I will have to put Primoz Roglic in trouble. And the peloton is now starting the ascension to Puerto de Peña Negra. As I said, I'm going to have Antonio Pedrero pacing at the front for a while. He's not going to be able to do that for a long time. So then I will have probably Marc Soler doing that and Nairo Quintana protecting Alejandro Valverde. And I want to try to go over this climb with both Valverde and Quintana still, and then try to go with Valverde to the end of the stage. And so, as you can see, the peloton, if we can still call it that, is getting really short. Only 31 riders left in this group, with Marc Soler pacing hard at the front and Nairo Quintana protecting Alejandro Valverde. So let's see how this goes. I need to use the energy gel on Marc Soler. Maybe it's a bit too late now. We are 4.3 kilometers from the top of the climb, 2 minutes and 40 behind the breakaway riders. They are still going to be the first at the top of this Puerto de Peña Negra. But then I do want to try something with Nairo Quintana. So let's actually try to do that now. Put Alejandro Valverde on the wheel of Quintana and try to pace with him. I've done this before in previous stages. Let's see how this goes. Set 2.6 kilometers to go in this climb. And let's really force the pace now with Quintana at 86. Let's try to drop a few more riders, mainly Jumbo riders. Actually, there's only two, together with Primoz Roglic, George Bennett and Steven Kruijswijk, of course. They are the strongest riders of Team Jumbo-Visma, besides Roglic, of course. So let's increase the pace a bit more with Nairo Quintana until the top of the climb. And let's go 99, not using the attack. And let's go now with him a bit more and then save some energy to try an attack later again. And so we are now 20 kilometers from the end of this stage, and with not much left to contend here, so with not many big difficulties, I'm going to pace all the way out with Nairo Quintana. Let's put him on 85 and keeping Alejandro Valverde on his wheel. I really don't think I'm going to be able to drop Roglic anymore, so let's maybe try an attack now with Nairo Quintana and taking Valverde on his wheel. We are not dropping anyone, so let's just maybe go back to pacing. Well, we are opening a small gap now. Let's try to attack now with Alejandro Valverde. Let's see if he can do something here. Now he's going downhill. Can he gain some time? Let's try to keep Nairo Quintana here with Primoz Roglic. This is not going to be easy. Let's try to pace now at 80 with Alejandro Valverde. Try to force Roglic to do some work and keeping Nairo Quintana here in a good position to help out Alejandro Valverde if needed. And so Valverde was caught again. We are now 9 kilometers from the finish. I think that Valverde is still in a good condition to try to attack again. So let's use the same strategy once more. Try to pace with Quintana and Valverde on his wheel. And maybe try and attack. Can I do this now? What if I drop the pace with Quintana and then try the attack? Can this work? This doesn't seem to be working. Steven Kruijswijk is trying to follow. Roglic is being left behind a bit. Ooh, is this the one? Is this the final attack? Let's go with Alejandro Valverde now. Let's try to do this. I don't know if this is going to work. Where is Roglic? Roglic is here, still with Quintana on his wheel. 4.5 kilometers to go. Let's use the energy gels now on my riders. Let's pace with Alejandro Valverde at 85. This is too much. You cannot go at 85, and Roglic is already behind him. and is going to be left without energy. Is not going to be able to keep up this pace. And now Nairo Quintana is almost out of energy as well. Let's put Valverde on his wheel and try to pace now, and Valverde is going to be dropped. Alejandro Valverde being dropped here is not going to win this, and also Nairo Quintana is going to lose time for Jakob Fuglsang today, so he's not going to reach the podium. Well, you cannot say I didn't try to win this. I tried an aggressive strategy, it didn't work. Maybe playing it defensively really is the best strategy, and Primož Roglic is going to win the stage ahead of Jakob Fuglsang. He wins the GC as well, unless something happens to him in the final stage. I hope it doesn't. Fuglsang is second, then Rigoberto Urán, no, Miguel Angel Lopez is going to be third, followed by Urán, Nairo Quintana, then Izaguirre, Rafael Maika, and Alejandro Valverde is finishing 8th in this stage. So Primož Roglic wins the 20th stage. He takes the GC with it. I tried to wear down Roglic, but in the end I really couldn't. Primož Roglic winning another stage of this La Vuelta. He also took 2 minutes and 21 over Alejandro Valverde. This was actually really risky because Jakob Fuglsang did really well today. So he could have overtaken Valverde in the GC. But in the final GC, Primož Roglic is the winner, 3 minutes and 23 ahead of Alejandro Valverde. In third place, Jakob Fuglsang, already 5 minutes and 33 behind. In the end, Omar Fraile still managed to keep his mountain classification lead on the same number of points as Marc Soler, so it was in a way a shame that I didn't go for the mountain points today with him. My consolation prize will be that Alejandro Valverde will be the winner of the points classification. The best young rider is Miguel Angel Lopez, so he's not going to lose this lead in the final stage. And the best team of this race was by far Team Astana. So I knew this was a risky strategy to try to be the one forcing the pace from so early on. I was trying to tire Primož Roglic and the whole of Team Jumbo-Visma, but in the end he was feeling really strong. He managed to survive to all of the attacks I did with Quintana and Valverde ended up being only 8th in the stage, 2 minutes and 21 behind. So it didn't really work the way I wanted, but I won't complain about how it went. I tried to do something, not just sitting on the wheel. So congratulations to Primož Roglic. So with this strong pace since the beginning, I did not tire Primož Roglic, but I did manage to make 10 riders reach the finish line out of time. So yeah, a lot of them won't be contending in the last stage, won't be arriving in Madrid. And in this group, we include 2 of the top sprinters of this La Vuelta, Fabio Jakobsen and Max Walscheid. So as I said, Primož Roglic will take the GC and Alejandro Valverde will be in the podium. I was at the beginning of this La Vuelta only aiming at a top 5 finish, and I get Valverde in second and Quintana in fourth. So I'm really pleased with how this went. So with this, let's take a look at the final stage of the race. It's going to be really short, just a celebratory stage for the most of it. And we will, of course, have the final sprint of this race. And it's going to be the final chance for the sprinters to take a win. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this stage. It really didn't work out the way I intended, but I think it was really fun. At least for me, it was really fun to ride. So if you have enjoyed it, please click the like button. Also, please comment down below. Tell me if you think this was the most appropriate choice of strategy for this stage. And also, if you're new to my channel, please check some of my other videos. And if you enjoy them, consider subscribing to the channel. And I hope to see you next time for the final stage of La Vuelta 2019 in Pro Cycling Manager. Bye!